office, to your space, you're actually thinking that was literally what will take roughly 60% of you at that moment. So, but if you don't have any issue with anybody, you don't have any business with anybody, you are free. Other things that are important that you need to think about will come through. You'll be able to think, you'll be able to flow. Sometimes I see some people that have issues with probably their spouse, partners in relationship, or siblings, parents, those kind of issues are always very kind of tough and not healthy at all. So always let us benefit of having to forgive somebody is what a healthy relationship. Next one is improve mental health. Exactly, it's just something like the healthy relationship. You don't have to always worry, you don't have to always think, oh my god, this, that, just a whole lot of unnecessary issues. You just have to so it improves what mental health, and also there are less anxiety, stress, and a whole lot of things. It also lowers blood pressure. That's what I'm saying. Like whenever you see somebody that probably you're having issues with, boom, your heart skips and the whole of oh my god, whenever I say something like your heart skips, or when somebody makes such a statement, it's always very funny. I remember when I was in secondary school, I had a boyfriend then, and so like there's this particular place I take when I'm going home, but ever since I had a boyfriend, I started taking another route with my classmates. So then it was attending another school, and when there was this day, I think we had a fight or something. I don't even know if it was a fight or it was just a normal thing. And me returning back, it was also returning back from school, and boom, like I saw him from far, and the next thing I just told my friend, oh my god, my heart skipped, and they were just laughing like, whoa, what's this? Is it my supposed to have a boyfriend? Your heart skipped. So anytime I just said that, sorry, David. Next is fewer symptoms of depression. Yes, especially when you have to do with your very close people, like close friends, close family, boyfriend or girlfriend, it depends. So when you are not having issues with anybody, when you're fighting anybody, you have free, you don't even have to be depressed. Instead, probably other things that are more way important is what you should be thinking about. You have improved self-esteem, stronger immune system, and improved heart health. Is forgiveness necessary? Yes, forgiveness is actually necessary. And again, in the other hand, is not necessary. Many psychotherapists also believe that forgiveness is necessary in order to heal, but it is some people's belief that forgiveness is not necessary for healing, and in some cases maybe, and in some cases forgiveness is actually very necessary and is what the healthiest thing to do. So this is especially true when forgiving is what tantamount to giving permission to hurt you again. Forgiveness is necessary. Wow. In some parts forgiveness is not necessary, because it will not bring some people some kind of chance the way they hurt you in the first place. But really, forgiveness is very necessary, and it is healthy, because no matter how long you go, it will always, forgiveness is necessary. Sometimes forgiveness might not be necessary, but to be truthful, to live a healthy life, for you to see that same person that hurt you 10 years time, and for you to have the heart to say hi and hello, forgiveness is really, really important, and yes, it is necessary. Forgiveness is actually very important for our own growth and happiness. So when we hold on to hurt, pain, resentment, and anger, it actually harms us far more than it harms the offender. So forgiveness actually frees us to live in the present, revealing the wrong that was done to us, keeping us living in the past and missing today's beauty. Is it okay to never forgive someone? Though some society pressures you to forgive the person who wronged you, but the truth is that forgiving may be the worst thing you can do. It's really hard. Trust me, forgiveness is really hard. Actually, many find a way to move forward in life. Forgiveness truly excludes them, and this does not make them bad people. This just means that it is not healing for them at that time. They will still forgive, but it's not just that right time. That's what I said earlier. It will be very okay to see somebody in the next 10 years and for you to just even say, hey, hi. Forgiveness is necessary. Yeah, you might not want to forgive the person at that particular time, but trust me, after a few more days, few more months, few years, you actually just find out that it wasn't worth it not to forgive the person. So whatever we do, yes, always hard to always forgive, but please let us learn how to forgive. We would like to go on a very short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's still HAFAK Online Radio, and I remain your humble host, Dayo. And of course, it is Dayos Hour. Still speaking on forgiveness, why it's important and better to forgive and forget. It's really very good to forgive and forget, according to study which suggests forgiveness helps us suppress unwanted memories. Yeah, it really, really helps us to suppress unwanted memories. You don't always have to think back, whoa, what this person did really hurt me. You get to think whenever a little thing that has to speak about the person, you actually just remember, and whoa. Actually, forgiveness really makes forgetting easier, according to study. But yeah, it actually lends weight to the adage that it is best to do both. Victims of a transgression are more likely to ignore the precise details of what happened if they had pardoned the mistake. So it's always very easy. It's always very good to forgive, because when you forgive, trust me, you definitely forget. But when you don't forgive, you can't even forget. You can't even forget to the extent of not to forgive. So always let us learn to forgive and forget. And does forgiveness mean you forgot? Actually, in some situations, it may be easier to forgive than to forget. Though neither one is really a simple task. To forgive and forget means you have finally made peace with the offense that occurred and have allowed yourself to actually move forward. So it's very good to forgive and forget, because you will know peace when you do that. So I really want to urge us, no matter what has happened, everybody has somebody that have offended us in one way or the other. And of course, we have offended people as well, directly and indirectly. We might not know we have offended some set of people, but yes, we have. But when you just notice some little bit distance, let's try to fill in the gap. And if we see, okay, this person is trying to keep his distance without you doing anything, fine, you have done your best. And it's really kind of surprising when I get to see my friends, some friends that you are actually being close with before, and all of a sudden the gap was so long that it can't be filled anymore. And then you just sit to wonder what went wrong. Some situations like that are actually very sad, but trust me, the future is brighter, the future is going to be better. You don't have to sit by one side. Just make friends. Yes, friends will hurt you, friends will do a whole lot of things, but make friends. They will hurt you, they will do things you're not expecting from them. Always just learn to do what? To forgive. And yes, a question that would pop up, when should you not forgive someone? It's not okay not to forgive someone, because forgiving someone means releasing the resentment in others to make room for compassion and understanding. And I know too much anger and negativity spent on another person is toxic, but I don't think sometimes you have to forgive a person in order to find peace. But yes, trust me 100%, you have to forgive that person. So just forgive. Now let's speak on how to let go and forgive. First thing, commit to letting go. You aren't going to do it in a day or maybe in a week, but just try to let go. Just try to do it as if it never happened. Yes, it happened and it's very hard to forget, but try to just do it like it never happened. Just let it go. And yes, think about the pros and cons. What problem does this thing cause to you? What I mean by that, think about the advantage and disadvantages. Sometimes, probably now, somebody did something to you, and okay, a very, very close friend of yours, and you see, I don't know, this forgiveness just keep linking me to stories that I don't know if I should be sharing. Not about me though, but about some of my friends. I shouldn't be spilling that on here. I don't know, but it's just really kind of sad for some people. I don't know. Sometimes there's this friend of mine having issues, and we actually told her to do something, the opposite, not the opposite thing, the good thing that we feel it's good, and trust me, it's 90% good. But she must have, the reason why she's not doing it is because left to her, she must have thought the advantage she's getting from this and disadvantages. So you just have to think about the advantage and disadvantages of what that problem is going to cost you. Just think about it. Next is realize you have a choice. Yes, you have a choice of whether to forgive or not. You actually have a choice, and that's what we're saying. Think about the advantage and disadvantage, but trust me, the advantage of you forgiving is going to be higher and favorable. Next one is understand your responsibility. Focus on the present. Focus on now. Let go of the past. Yeah, it's hard to let go, but trust me, it's gonna be favorable. Next is allow peace to enter your life. And how are you going to allow peace to enter your life? Forgiveness. It's really, really good when you forgive. Last, feel compassion. With this, I'll be bringing my show to a close, to an end. It's really, really, forgiveness. I really don't know. Speaking on this topic is making me feel emotional, and I don't know. I feel really, I don't know. Last week was just kind of a week for me, and I was bored, I was down, I wasn't feeling the vibe that I usually feel. The vibe was not there, and I don't know why. It was just a kind of thing. I really don't know, but let's just forgive. Yeah, to be truthful, I'm a kind of person that I don't even know how to hold grudges, but when I do, it's really a whole lot of thing for me to to forgive that particular person. Did you get? So I don't know, but I just hope things get better. And yes, right now I'm planning to forgive the person that wronged me wholeheartedly. For real, wholeheartedly. Yeah. So with this, I'll be coming to the end of the show. Yeah. I really do not feel like ending the topic right away now. But then, I don't know. That's the end. So with this I've said, I would like us to come to the end of today's section on Dayos Hour. Really, I loved today's topic, and I hope it's really beneficial to you. And I hope you're actually going to do something about it. Forgive your loved ones. Forgive those that aren't your loved ones. Forgive your friends. Forgive your partners. Yes, nobody's perfect. Really, nobody's perfect. And, we just have to do things in order to move on with our life, in order to be happy with what we are doing, in order to be happy with whatever things we do. So I really like that. Questions, suggestions, contributions, please don't forget to enter our DM on HAFAK Online Radio on Instagram, or you can come to my personal page at I_am_Duni. So with this, I'll be leaving you now, and yes, it's still your favorite online radio, HAFAK